Hi everyone, my name is Gilles Casaban and I'm a GIS officer at CartONG since a few months.
Hello, my name is Joachim Martin. I'm a freelance web developer and I have the chance to work with CartONG on a regular basis. Today we will give you a short presentation of the JavaScript framework vue.js and we'll focus a bit on its progressive essence. We will then give you a concrete example of what can be achieved with this framework by showcasing one of the last web applications we developed with Vue.js at CartONG, the CartONG-Map.
Vue.js is a JavaScript framework that helps you create web interfaces. It has been around for more than 5 years now, which is an eternity in the JavaScript world, and this is one of the most popular options for building web applications. You can also find Angular from Google or React from Facebook. Today, Vue.js is backed by a very large community, and this is one of the most popular projects on the GitHub platform, and the long-awaited version 3 of the framework has just been released. One of the core principles of Vue.js is its progressive essence. This means that you can use it for a small web app in a specific part of an existing app, or you can even base the architecture of your very big, fully featured web application on it. Vue.js and the ecosystem of tools around it will allow you to scale easily and to adapt as your web app grows. The Vue.js learning curve is also progressive, and it is known to be easier to learn than its famous competitors Angular or React.js. These are some of the reasons why we chose Vue.js a few years ago to build a web mapping application for one of the CartONG partners. For this web application, we use the OpenLayers JavaScript library for the web mapping aspect alongside Vue.js. And when we developed this app, we took advantage of the Vue.js ecosystem of tools and the possibility to build adaptable, scalable, and reusable components with Vue.js. As we were quite happy with this app when we delivered it, we decided to make a second app, similar to this one in terms of features, but adapted to a new context, the CartONG-Map. This adaptation was clearly facilitated by all the advantages we have just listed. Now let's talk about the CartONG-Map itself, which was unveiled for the JONG, and it allows to visualize classical elements of an interactive map. The version I'm showing you is still in development, but it contains all the final features. First, I'm going to talk about the data. This is the perfect application to highlight some CartONG mission data, and the use of Vue.js framework allows us to keep the element of our old application and to incorporate data with a different structure. With a few adaptations, we can therefore reintegrate our data into the application. Now the design. The use of components linked to Vue, such as Vuetify, allows us to readapt the design and the style of the application to fit the CartONG design. As you can see, with a few color change, we are fitting into the color chart of CartONG. Now, the features of this web app. On the top bar, you can see an autocomplete search and a traduction feature. The search bar displays countries and associated flags. You can search a country name, and if you click on it, it will allow you to zoom in on the selected country. You have two flags which allow you to switch between English and French for any map components in the application. In fact, Vue is incorporating a traduction tool which is really efficient and really easily usable. All the other features are stored in 3 panels on the left. The first one is concerning the layers, the second one the drawing features, and the last one the search. The first one is mostly involving visualization features. As you can see, you can filter our data with checkboxes. with a very adaptive display on the maps. And as you can see, we have clusters on the map for the mission, but you can unclusterize with these checkboxes. All of these are managed by open layers on the back. You can also check or uncheck country with mission, which is displaying administrative boundaries of countries where CartONG had missions. On this version I'm showing, it's still not up to date, but it will be. Then, the default base map is really adapted to the CartONG design. However, you can change base maps, and this will allow you to check, for example, satellite imagery or OpenStreetMap base map. Second panel is concerning all the drawings features. As you can see, we have 3 different features. We have the pin, also named marker, the line, and the polygon. You can also draw them with a freehand line or a freehand polygon. It's really easy to do, and you can manage colors, name, description, opacity, and so on. It's really interesting and easy to use. In next version, we will have a KML export possibility of this drawing. Last panel is concerning search. As you can see, we have 2 search bars. The first one is concerning a search by mission name. You can try and find any mission you want, and then it will display on the right panel information about it. The other search bar is concerning nominatim data, which means you can have an advanced search on places around the world which are on the nominatim database, which can be really efficient to find some place that you want to map or to draw on. So this is a really interesting feature.